Good morning po. Good morning po. Can I be heard po? Pero naririnig na po. Okay. Ayan. So again po, good morning. Tawag dito. Nakita niyo na po yung scores on midterm examination. 'Okay. So, your midterm examination, ang passing score po is 42 and I think meron lang isa, dalawa, tatlo, 11 na pumasa. So, para po mahatak sana yung midterm examination, magkakaroon kayo ng quiz regarding with the previous discussions po from the Module 1 to Module 5. But that quiz, ang maximum lang po nun ay 5 questions lang, 5 points lang. Ang gagawin ko na lang po is that from that quiz or your quiz score will be an additional points to your midterm examination aside from being it as a quiz. Nagkakaintindihan po?
Yes,
Again,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
magkakaroon kayo ng quiz na meron lang pong 5 items with 5 points. Random po from Module 1 to Module 5 yung magiging laman niya. And yung score niyo po doon will serve as score on quiz number 1 and also as bonus points on your midterm examination. Regarding naman po with those na nakakuha ng perfect score at hindi na po pwede pang dagdagan yung score niya, kailangan mo pa rin i-take yung exam, yung quiz. So if ever po nalalampas na kayo with the perfect score, yung additional points po ay i-move na lang to your final examination. Doon na lang po idadagdag yung bonus points. Clear po tayo doon?
Yes po.
And also po pala, anyways, lahat po ba to wala pa pong mga CvSU account? Lahat kayo? personal email po ang gamit ng lahat?
Yung iba po miss may ano na po, CvSU account.
Okay, sige. Provide na lang ako ng spreadsheet para sa mga wala. Para ma-request ko kayo ng creation. And also, um, napasok pa po ba si Manyago? Si Miss Manyago? Kilala niyo ba siya? Meron po kasi sa classroom na ang pangalan ay Sharina Deborah Manyago. Hindi niyo siya kilala, hindi pa siya na-meet or anything. Wala kasi siyang midterm exam. Tapos I think wala rin siyang mga pinapasang activities. Ay hindi. Meron siyang sinubmit na
Nag-leave po yun, ma'am, sa mga GC namin eh.
ay wala nga siyang pinapasang kahit ano. Nag-leave na siya ng kusa.
Opo, ma'am.
Sige, dadrop ko na lang siguro. Tapos po, yung mga nakadoble po yung pasok dun sa may Google Classroom, pa-remove po ako ng sarili nyo or i-unenroll nyo yung sarili nyo. Si Villa Blanca, alin talaga dito yung ginagamit? Dalawa na po kasi yung nakalagay sa may classroom. Pa-remove na po ng pa-remove since aayusin ko na po ang inyong class record para ah, tuloy-tuloy na po lahat. Pati si Allen James. Medyo maraming nagdoble ha. Unenroll po ako ng isang account nyo. Hindi ko rin kasi alam kung ano yung i-remove ko dito. Okay. So, balik tayo with today's topic which is the online environment. Okay, so simula po na nagka-pandemic, ah nagbago po yung ating teaching way from, of course, from the face-to-face papunta po sa online environment. Wherein instead of uh, na pumunta tayo sa ating school and mag-conduct ng face-to-face classes, ay nagkaroon na lang tayo ng mga virtual classrooms and lahat po ng ginagawa natin is through online. So for this module po, we have to discuss or we will be discussing two contents, attending online classes, and of course, regarding with the data privacy. So since meron pa rin po tayong mga sinusunod regarding for online class, and also ang nagiging major concerns po natin with this online setup is of course our data privacy. So how we are going to attend online classes. So meron po tayong tinatawag na flexible learning. So when we say flexible learning, ibig sabihin po ay nagdi-deliver tayo ng mga courses and of course learning in uh, magandang paraan, or sabihin na natin na kung saan mas nagiging komportable yung ating mga learners, depende na po sa kung kailan, saan, and of course, paano natin i-deliver lahat ng learnings sa kanila. So with flexible learning, meron na nangyari po ito sa CvSU because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the critical situation due to health crisis, and of course it is a good thing regarding on how we are going to explore more the innovative learning modalities. So with modalities of the flexible learning, meron po tayong tatlo. We have the online, the offline, and of course we have the blended. So the online is pure online. Lahat po ng activities, quizzes, classes are conducted online. With offline, of course, it doesn't require any internet connections. You are going to study on your own pace. And of course, we have the blended, which is uh, combinations of both online and offline classes. So katulad ng nabanggit ko, when we say online classes, it requires you to attend classes online, and it will requires you to use the internet. So online classes, electronic based and uses available online classrooms for the delivery of the instruction. So for online classes, gumagamit tayo ng different online classrooms like Google Classrooms. Yung iba, meron pa silang ibang ginagamit just like the Edmodo and so on. And again, for offline classes, you are going to study with your own pace that doesn't require any internet connectivity at all. And when we say blended learning po, it is a combination of online and offline modes, which is ito po yung ating ginagawa ngayon. So for the blended learning, of course, meron po tayong tinatawag na synchronous and asynchronous class. Wherein with synchronous classes, you are going to attend online class, and all of your activities or kailangan po nating i-conduct through online. But with asynchronous class naman po, yung mga activities nyo and other learning materials ay binabasa or ginagawa po at your own pace. But with this synchronous class, balik tayo dito, it doesn't require po na kailangan tayo lagi ay nagko-conduct ng online classes, but pwede po natin gamitin ang ating mga group chat in order to monitor on how you guys working with your activities and such. Again, synchronous classes is not totally for conducting classes only, but then possible na po dyan ang usapan through the group chat. It just happened po na that during this time, during these classes po, kailangan tayo ay updated online or nagkakaroon tayo ng online communications. So we have here the CvSU, Flexible Learning Arrangement. So, for flexible learning arrangement, ito na po talaga yung ina-apply for this semester, which is again, we have the blended, the synchronous, and of course, the asynchronous classes. So when we say again blended learning, it is composed of both online and offline learnings or classes. For synchronous class, we can have video or audio conferencing online classes, which is a minimum of 1 hour. Before po, nung kasagsagan talaga ng pandemic, the synchronous classes po ay hindi totally nire-require and also hindi po siya pwedeng sagarin ng isang buong oras. But since now po na medyo maluwag na and we are in flexible learning arrangement, ay ina-allow na po tayo to conduct not just 1 hour, but pwede pong mag-extend ng 2 hours depending po on the subjects that you have taking. So aside from the online classes, papasok din po katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina yung instant messaging or yung mga communications lang po through group chat. Hindi natin, wherein hindi nyo kailangan mag-conduct ng online classes. And also, we have asynchronous class. And again, it is on your self-paced learning. With asynchronous, pwede pa rin ditong pumasok yung audio, video clips, handouts, and of course, we have the books. So, paano ba tayo di-deliver ng instructions through the use of the flexible learning arrangement? Of course, meron tayong mga tinatawag na course syllabus, modules, and activities na minimake sure natin that it is accessible by the student through the use, of course, of the Google Classroom. But with this flexible po, since pwede na rin natin ipasok dito yung conducting of classes in face-to-face, which is actually happening na po. Of course, you have to make sure or the instructor should make sure that the materials po are available in offline, online, and of course in face-to-face delivery of instructions. So for the delivery of instructions, we have the Google Classroom code na hinihingi po natin or nanggagaling po with our instructor kung saan tayo mag-e-enroll na class. And of course, after you are entered the Google Classroom, a course syllabus will be uploaded on your classroom. So dun po again sa may course syllabus, nandiyan po yung coverage of the topics that na i-discuss throughout the semester. So nandun na rin po yung the vision on what will be the coverage of the midterm examination and the final examination. So regarding with that, you can check your course syllabus po doon sa inyong Google Classroom. It was already uploaded last October. So aside from the course syllabus, of course, nagkakaroon din po tayo ng discussions of the classroom policies and of course the learning guide. Sorry for the typographical error. It should be learning guide. And lastly, we have the honor pledge. So that honor pledge serves po as your honest commitment with this type of learning arrangement. So regarding naman po with the learning management system na ginagamit po natin, so as of this moment ay naka-Google Classroom pa rin po tayo, but some of the campuses, ang ginagamit na po nila is our own CvSU learning management system. So regarding with the LMS po, I'm not sure kung kailan ko siya matatrabaho. So yun, ako po yung LMS coordinator of the school, and once po na na-create ko na siguro yung mga emails nyo, pwede ko na kayong i-enroll with the LMS since kailangan po natin mag-shift from Google Classroom to CvSU LMS. I'll update you na lang regarding with that. And if you are not familiar with the CvSU e-learning, if we have time pa later, papakita ko sa inyo yung itsura niya. So when we say LMS po, ito po yung ginagamit po natin in order to distribute the learning instructions and of course the learning materials. So you are first year, wala pa naman kayong kinoconduct na face-to-face classes, but again, it is allowed na. So meron ng mga face-to-face classes ang mga fourth year right from the start of the semester, fourth year and third year. So next, we have the data privacy. Again, katulad ng nabanggit ko with this type of learning arrangement, ang pinaka-concern po natin is the data privacy. So when we say data privacy, it is the protection of your personal data from those who should not have access to it and the ability of individuals to determine who can access their information. So basically, data privacy is about the uh, privacy of your data or protection of your personal data. So how you are going to protect your data by yourself. Of course, regarding with your emails, mga accounts and such, you can use two-factor authentication wherein uh, instead of typing just the password, meron pa siyang isa pang ire-require na authentication. So, pwede yung itatap nyo on your phone, or possible din na meron pang ite-text na message aside from entering your password and such. It depends po on the site and kung paano nila inaalaw itong two-factor authentication. And aside from that, you can also protect yourself for not allowing anyone to access your emails. Even though na magkakaroon na kayo or possibly na magawan kayo ng CvSU account, wag nyo pa rin siyang i-share with others. And also, kapag po pala kayo ay na-provided ng CvSU account, do not use it po sa mga sites na hindi naman po natin gagamitin or kakailanganin for this learning arrangement. Your CvSU account po ang paggagamitan nyo lang po ng account na yun ay lahat lang po ng related with the school activities. So aside from the using of the two-factor authentication, not allowing anyone to access your email, another way to protect yourself from the data privacy is of course to use unique passwords. So normally, sila Google naman po ay nangihingi ng strong password, which means that you have to create a password with combinations of alphanumeric characters. Some are requiring to either include at least one uppercase and of course lower case. And when you are going to create your password, make sure that it is not related to you. Hindi siya birthday mo, hindi siya pangalan mo, hindi siya age mo, and so on. You have to create your own unique password. And Also, do not use the same password everywhere, but alam naman natin na regarding with this, maraming nakakalimot, and I advise you to notes your emails na lang or yung mga accounts nyo sa inyong mga phone, but make sure to lock it para in case na mawala siya ay hindi naman agad-agad na magkakaroon sila ng access with all of your online accounts. And another thing, for those na meron na pong mga cards, credit or debit cards, ay pwede nyo siyang i-freeze if ever po na mag-lost or maiwala. And also, so for the data privacy, meron na po tayong law that seeks to protect all forms of information, whether it is private, personal, or sensitive. And that is the Data Privacy Act of the 2012. So we have your rights under Republic Act N173. First is right to be informed. So normally po ay uh, kapag may mga forms naman kayong sinasagutan and such, 'di ba meron naman do mga paalala that your personal information or personal data will only be used for educational purpose and such. And of course, you have the right to access. Um, Kailangan po if ever man na meron kayong hihingin na mga data regarding with you and with the organizations na kinabibilangan nyo, of course, pwede kayong humingi ng copy sa kanila. And also, may karapatan din po tayong tumanggi if hindi po natin gustong uh, tumanggi or ipatanggal yung ating mga data if it is uploaded online without your consent or ginamit sa kung saan without your consent. You have the right to object. And also, you have the right to erasures or blocking. You have the right to suspend, withdraw, block, remove, or destruct your personal data. Again, if it is nagagamit na po unethically or you guys think na hindi siya dapat na ilagay with that post or anything, so you have the right to erasure or blocking. And if ever po that this data usage ay nagkakos po ng mga damages due to unauthorized use of your personal data, you have the right to damages, which means that you can claim compensations depending po on the damages that it is done. And of course, we have the right to file complaint. So you have the right na mag-file po tayo ng complaint to the implementing agency if ever po that your data privacy rights have been violated. And also we have the right to rectify, which means that kung napapansin nyo that your data ay merong mga inaccuracy, pwede nyo po siyang i-correct. And also, we have the right to data portability, which means that your personal data can also be managed through your private devices in a secured manner, of course. So, you have your account information na pwede nyong i-edit nila. So, regarding with this law, of course, meron tayong National Privacy Commission wherein sila po yung isa sa tumutulong sa atin to protect our personal information and of course with our rights to privacy. So if ever po that your data privacy or personal data po ay uh, kumakalat unauthorizedly and nagagamit po with unethical ways. So you can send complaints to National Privacy Commission. So you can email them at info@privacy.gov.ph. .ph. Next, we have the CvSU supports and services. Wait lang pala. Sabi ko pala, try natin i-access yung LMS. Pero not sure kung pati yung account ko ay tinanggal. Kasi lahat na. Nagkaroon ng problema yung CvSU LMS. Niremove nila yung mga admin access. That's why natigil tayo with the implementation of that. But, wait. Check ko lang ulit kung malalagin ko pa yung account ko. So again, this is the CvSU e-learning management system. So you can access this by proceeding with your web browser, of course, and punta lang kayo sa site na e-learning.cvsu.edu.ph, and ito po yung kanyang itsura. So kapag nag-sign in kayo, kapag hindi naman na po first time to sign in, pwede nyo nang i-click yung Google sign in. And after that, ayan, so nakapasok na ako with this CvSU e-learning management system. Ganito po yung itsura niya. So balik muna ako with the dashboard. So normally, ito po kasi nakikita nyo as of now ay sa may teacher side. So ibig sabihin, medyo kahawig din naman po nito yung inyong mga end as a student, but this is how it looks like as a teacher. Of course, nandito pa rin po yung mga classes natin, and we have the dashboard. Sa may calendar, nakikita na rin. And of course, meron tayong mga private files and yung sa mga upcoming events. So kapag pumasok naman tayo sa mga classrooms, ayan, makikita rin po natin dito sa pinaka-top yung announcement, of course. Dito pala sa blank course, dapat dyan po ay yung name of the course that you are taking or the subject you are taking, and of course yung announcements if ever man na meron, and we have here the topics to be discussed. So yung sa mga topics ay pwede naman yang pwedeng monthly yung gagawin, weekly topics, or etc. So, try ko siyang switch role as a student para makita natin, ayan, yung pagkakaiba. So, kapag po kayo ay nag-log into the CvSU LMS, ito po yung makikita nyo. So, kapag pumasok na kayo sa isang subject, makikita nyo lang din dito, again, yung topics and announcements, katulad lang po nung nakita doon sa ating teacher site. And also, nakikita rin natin possibly yung mga participants po, but it depends on the settings po na ipinoprovide ng ating mga instructor. Regarding with the badges, ito naman ay para lang sa mga awards and etc. If ever naman na gusto lang magkaroon, but hindi naman siya require gamitin. So basically, with this CvSU LMS, kamukha lang or ang mga nangyayari po dito ay kung ano lang din po yung nangyayari with our Google Classroom. But with our CvSU LMS po, pwede na po kasi tayo ditong mag-take ng ating mga examinations. Hindi na natin kailangan lumabas. But regarding with the meetings, ay i-conduct pa rin siya through the use of the Google Meet. Dahil wala po tayong video conferencing na naka-include po with our CvSU LMS. All of your quizzes po pala ay pwede na rin pong i-take, ayun nga, ng dito lang. And ang good thing po regarding with CvSU LMS, hindi lang po siya nalilimit with uh, questions type na mga identification, enumeration, and such, but then marami na po tayong pwedeng gawin with this. Ayan. So, as you can see, si instructor po ay na-allowed na to uh, deliver any of these activities. So, we have the assignment, book, pwede rin pong chat. Of course, we can have the adding of new databases, the feedback file, folder, forum, glossary, and of course, the Google Meet. Lessons, quiz, and so on. So, meron na rin tayong mga virtual programming lab dito sa ating CvSU LMS. So, for the quizzes, katulad ng nabanggit ko, marami na pong type of the quiz. Depending na rin po sa kung anong type ng quiz yung gagamitin ng inyong mga instructor. Try natin lagyan ng pangalan. Ayan. So, as you can see po, dito rin sa ating CvSU LMS, makakapag-encounter na rin kayo ng mga tawag dito, quizzes na meron na pong calculation, calculated multiple choice, meron na rin mga drag and drop na mga type of quizzes, meron na mga embedded answers, selecting missing words, and etc. So, di na lang tayo na limit with multiple choice through our false matching type, identification, at sa mga ating essay. Okay, so proceed tayo with the next module, which is again the CvSU support and services. Support services. So our campus po, the CvSU Bacoor campus and any other campuses ay meron pa man pong pinoprovide na counseling and health services. So sa atin pong CvSU Bacoor, I'm not sure if you are familiar pero meron naman po tayong campus clinic at saka po yung ating guidance office. So the counseling, of course, it is designed in order to facilitate students' achievement, improve student behavior and attendance, and of course, help students develop socially. So if you need to have counsel, we have the in charge in guidance, and of course, siya rin po yung in charge regarding with the admission and testing of the CvSU Bacoor campus. We have Miss Rimat Maris I. Takripon. So si Ma'am Rimat po yung lalapitan nyo if you have concerns and if you need to have personal counseling. So for the medical clinic naman, of course, our clinic provides medical services and it promotes, develops, and maintains health and general well-being of the members of the university. So with our medical services, nagko-conduct din tayo ng mga first aids and physical check-ups of the students, but hanggang doon na lang po muna. And as of now, the medical clinic po ay nagde-disseminate ng kanilang mga announcements and information through uh, announcement online, and normally po wala daw kasi itong page, wala pong own page yung ating CvSU Bacoor Campus Clinic, kaya po sila ay nakikisama na lang po with the announcement doon po sa ating guidance, sa ating health services. Ay, ating health services, ating counseling services rather, sorry. So for our campus nurse po, we have Ma'am Aurora Trinidad T. Corpus. So aside from the uh, counseling and health services, the CvSU Bacoor campus po also provides a student group. So ito pong mga student group na to ay composed of different student organizations that is of course who unites to promote or celebrate a common interest. So meron po tayong different purpose of the student group na magbibigay po ng a lot of opportunities in order to engage, learn, and of course lead and allow the students to pursue their passions while learning. So we have this central student government. So this is known as the CSG. So sa CSG po, ang lahat po ng concerns of the students ay pwede nating ilapit with the central student government, especially if it is good or if the concerns po is regarding with the effect na naapektuhan na yung mga estudyante. The CSG po, sila rin po kasi yung nagiging concern with that at sa mga activities po na ginagawa with our school. So yung mga local intramurals, mga university games, and any other activities po ay sila po yung namamahala with that. So this CSG po ay malaki po ang ginagampanan sa atin pong campus. And also, meron din po tayong United Faith Organization. So this United Faith Organization of Bacoor City Campus, it is an organization intended for religious purpose. So if meron po ditong mga religious students who wants to join religious organizations, pwede nyo pong i-check yung ating United Faith Organizations. Also, we have the Teatrong Padayon. So, this Teatrong Padayon po ay an organization na mag-i-involve po sa ating mga students when it comes to theater stages. Yan. So, meron tayong mga pwede kayong i-train here para sa mga drama, acting skills nyo, and so on. Also, we have the Harmonic Voices Choral. So, this Harmonic Voices Choral po ay organization po natin na nag-involve sa mga students po na gustong i-share yung talents nila when it comes to singing. And since this is choral, normally po, they comes in group. So, nag-join din po ito with different competitions, not just in school-based competition, but sometimes po sila ay lumalabas din ng school para lang po makipag-compete. So, you can also check their page, the Harmonic Voices Choral. If you are interested to join the group, pwede nyo na lang po silang i-message through their page. And also, we have the Coneses dance tribe. So kung kanina si Harmonic Voices is for singing, so we have Con Aces Dance Tribe naman po for dancing. So last time po, I think nagkaroon na ng auditions etong mga organizations na to, itong mga group na to. But if you are still interested with it, pwede nyo pa rin naman po silang i-message and mag-ask kayo kung paano makaka-join, and if ever man na meron na pong mga uh, tawag dito, tryouts. Yan. And also, we have the ComSelect. So this ComSelect po, sila po yung nag-handle ng mga elections po, student elections. So si ComSelect yung nag-handle ng election for the CSG and para dun sa mga courses-based po na organizations. So we have the Teacher Education Society para sa mga eduk students natin. Ito po yung organization nila. And for BM, major in marketing. So meron po tayong Lay Manager Society for the BM major in HR. So meron namang Societas Humana Resource. For HM, meron tayong Hospitality Management Society. For the psychology students, we have the La Liga Psicologia. We have La Ciencia de Crímenes Sociedad for Bachelor of Science in Criminology. And for Information Technology Society, we have, for Information Technology students, we have the ITS or the Information Technology Society. Sa Computer Science naman po, we have the Alliance of Computer Scientists. So, ito pong mga nasa dulo na organizations, hindi nyo na po dito kailangan mag-request to join, but kapag po kayo ay estudyante under that course, you are automatically part of this organization. Unlike dun po sa mga nauna, the ComSelect, the ConAces, Harmonic, Teatrong Padayon, United Faith Organization, or if ever man sa student government, ay kailangan po ito ng proper way po para makapag-join sa kanila. Hindi po siya automatically na member ka na kagad of that organization. Okay. So, yun na muna po for today. Mamaya ko na lang po i-upload yung quiz since dire-diretso yung classes ko until 11. Pwede nyo naman na siyang i-take for this whole day. Siguro mga after lunch ko siya maa-upload. And pwede nyo siyang i-take hanggang mamaya po. Basta hanggang ngayong araw lang. So, hindi ko kayo lilimit na matake siya within 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. lang. But hanggang matapos po itong araw na to. Nagkakaintindihan po.
Yes,
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
And also po pala, we only have 2 topics left para po dun sa coverage of our final examination. So, magsi-start po siya with the online environment, support services, and after noon, ang topics na lang po na kulang natin is of course the library at saka yung ating gender and development. So, dalawang topics na lang po yung kailangan nating i-discuss to cover the final examination. So, upload ko na din po ngayon yung presentations of the module 6 and 7. Sige na po. If you do not have any questions naman, pwede na po tayong mag-lift. We'll see you na lang po by the next meeting. Next week po.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.